See what they call jack rafters. Jack rafters is when it has to be cut from the common to a valley ridge or a roof ridge. Anyway, you'll see a lot of toenails going into the, and you'll see some separation. Not a big concern, but this is what I would do. I would put another block of wood alongside of it, same size, 2x6, and come up and secure that, and make sure you can fasten it from the back side, shoot some nails into, and get the cut properly. What we call a plumb cut. Get this LVL. This is a laminated beam. They bolted this beam to support the loads. That's how it's supposed to be done. Well done. You don't see many contractors doing the right thing. Some areas of the insulation you can see is missing. Go ahead and put some insulation in there. Make sure we have equal distribution. Most of it's fiberglass loose fill, but we do have some bats. They usually place these bats underneath decking when installed. The only thing that can actually meet the R rating. You'll see some rust and condensation on the metal supply plenum, and you'll see some stains right below that. Main thing is we keep everything sealed. May have to do some insulation jacket on there. Usually inside there's some black insulation, microbial growth jacket inside the box, but another wrap on the outside could prevent some of that condensation, especially when it's super cold air that's blowing out through the supply plenum and we got a hot attic. Like I said, there's some 2x4s used as collar ties. Ideally 2x6s should have been used, and they should secure it with 5 nails on each side. But I didn't see any damage, any sagging on the roof, so, and they did it on every rafter, so I'm not too concerned. See, this is a Train American Standard coil. We walked in from the attic at the garage. We came around and we're coming back down. We're going to be on the left side of the house, and this pan you can see is secured, so we don't have to worry about securing that. I always recommend a float switch, but all you need is a pan. You'll see some microbial stains or suspected mold growth. Again, that's the condensation. We're going to see that all the time until we address the issue of insulation. Like I said, this is another gas heater, and with the B vent. Now this has the proper clearance all the way around, and if you look up, it doesn't stop inside the jack. It goes all the way out, and that's the way it's supposed to be. So that one's fine. Gas valve, hard pipe going in, wire clamps in place, 10-3. And we're going to open this up. We're going to have to take this back cover off like we did on the other one. There'll be a safety switch here. Then we'll take out these 2 screws here, remove the cover, and take a look inside. As I'm leaving the gas furnace evaporator coil, I've noticed some towels here. Maybe they had a drain pan problem, condensate problem, or a leaking problem. So nothing seen today. There's no water in the pan. Just maintain a service every I like to do it semi-annually, twice a year. Have a service technician come out, make repairs, and service the unit. We in the attic, and we have 2 more water heaters, and there's a dent there. We can see some water inside the pan. Down at the bottom, corrosion, another dent, and these 2 tanks are installed parallel to each other. If you take a look, a lot of corrosion, and if you look at this, I actually watched the water drip. See all that corrosion around the pipe? See all that corrosion? I don't even want to knock it off and watch it drip, but I'm telling you, that is all wet down there. Let me show you. See? This is dry. Now it's wet. And it's dripping from right here. So both of these water heaters supply lines have oxidation, corrosion, and leaking, and rust at the tank and the pan. Probably replacement and repairs, and the flue vent should go all the way out the roof stack and not stop inside of the roof jack. This is why we had all that rust. We also got some corrosion here at the service valve. So repairs to these water heaters, get a plumber out here. Put all those holes on those lead jacks as the plumbing vent stacks go out and penetrate through the roof. I would expect to see more stains than I do, but it don't look quite as bad. Ah. The valve system left. Yep. Water heater valve system. Somebody's been doing some repairs. It's time to replace those two water heaters. Spider web that attaches between these two supply ducts, and if you look close, that's a wing, and that's a termite swarmer wing. Not that we have termites, but we do have some evidence of swarmer rings. Alright, let's see. Let's test this thing. Temperature setting right here. And it is in the on position, but not working. Okay. So power turbine's not working on the roof exhaust. They have bins of insulation just piled up in the middle. So it's like 1, 2, 3. It's like horse stables where they pile up the hay. So we got a lot of insulation piled up in this area. So maybe we can use this to distribute the rest of the insulation evenly. All that cardboard around there is prevented from getting down into the eaves. So I'm cool with that. And we got some stains right there. That plumbing. Got the water heater. You'll see they just bypassed this. They don't even have the igniter hooked up any longer. Alright, this is the chimney going out the roof. We'll see some stains all in the front. Well, didn't I tell you we had a lot of damaged shingles in the front? A lot of wear, a lot of holes. Well, there's all your stains. And we shouldn't have any insulation touching that. We should have a fire shield around there, or what they call a fire stopper, which we can't see. We've got to move all that insulation, get that clearance we need, and fix those stains and all that roof. So what do we check when we get in the attic? Well, it depends if you know your building codes. It depends if you know how the installation process is, both on framing, construction, plumbing, electrical, air conditioning, much HVAC, mechanical. If you take a look here, like I said, the beam was done right with the bolts, but they drilled a hole right through the beam. You can't do that. You can't drill or cut into a beam. I know it's good condition, has been here since the construction, but they should have rerouted that over it, not through it. Look at the concrete porch where the pool equipment is. Everything slopes toward the foundation. Any buildup of water can seep in through the stucco, and of course we've seen some baseboard with some bubbling paint showing moisture related damage.